I'm Fahad Ranazi, and this is Mind Universe, understanding the self better on a deeper level. And the topic of today's short talk is revival. The reason I want to talk about this and the reason I chose the title Revival is because I feel most of us, myself included, and perhaps you as well, have been going through transitions in our lives where you feel like part of you was lost and new parts of you are being brought to life. So, all right, let's talk about it. There are a lot of things that you go through in life that make you feel like you are being put on autopilot and you keep going with them for the mere fact that you have to do them. Your motor systems just go on survival mode and you just do what you have to do because you have to do it. And the distinguishable part about this is you no longer do the things that you have to do and you then go and spend some time with your friends and you go do your other activities that you love. No, you are on constant vigilance and you feel like a wave, a huge wave in life has just hit you and it pulled you with it, and you are constantly trying to stay afloat, trying not to drown, and you feel like the shore. And in this example, the shore is your usual situation, your usual life where you used to hang out with your friends and you used to enjoy things that were fun and lighthearted. It's becoming distant and far away. No, right now you are amidst the deep ocean, and everywhere around you is just waves after wave and wave after wave, and it does not stop. You just constantly are being taken by the waves of life. I keep saying waves. Anyway, I wonder, is it because maybe this is just one situation that doesn't apply to everyone? Maybe it's because your frontal lobe has developed and now you're fully conscious all the time and you have to keep surviving. But again, a lot of people deal with this whom probably it has nothing to do with their frontal lobe fully developed. And I'm talking about maybe you are in your late 20s or late teens and early 20s and you're still dealing with this. So it doesn't, maybe it has a role to play in it, maybe not. Another thing that I think could be a cause is your specific life circumstances. You could be dealing with difficult situations in your life. Maybe something happened in your family, or maybe something happened with your friends or your personal relationship, and it feels like, you know what, things are not as good as they used to be. Anyway, I don't want to go too deep in this, but what I'm talking about is something drastic, not just you and your friends or family having problems. No, it's something that changed the very grounds you are standing on. Maybe you had to move to a new city. Maybe you suddenly have to be the responsible person in your life. And even if you already were the responsible person, that responsibility has just been expanded and it became way too much all the time, and you constantly have to keep working on it. Now you are the overseer in this case. So let me just mention something. If you're new here or you've known my channel, Mind Universe, for a while, I've been distant and I haven't been posting, I haven't been staying in touch. And personally, I've been thinking about why things have been this way for me. And honestly, I am dealing with that. Things are getting better, and hopefully in the future, with more posts like this, I don't know if I should call them talks or videos or episodes, doesn't matter. As they come along, I will be talking about what has been happening. And it isn't something personal or something that has details. Rather, it's something that has to do with the way you go through life, questioning things, dealing with hardships, dealing with circumstances that perhaps even pull you away from yourself. Anyway, so revival. Now, as you are being pulled and pushed into your life, where perhaps you had to, let's say this is an example that would work. You had to transition. You graduated and now you have to get a job, or you just got a job. Or maybe you lost your job and now you have to find another job. Maybe you had to disband from your group of close confidants, family, friends, etc. And now you're drifting. You don't have those friends anymore. Maybe you have to find new groups, or there's a drastic change in your life, basically. As you go through these changes and these things, you find that a lot of things are happening within you and outside of you. You question who you are. You question the way you think, the way you feel. You feel like you are lost, which fits perfectly with feeling like you are in being taken by these ocean waves, and you are amidst, or rather on top of, an ocean that is unfamiliar. Basically, that is your life now, or rather it is where you are right now. And so you're wondering what happened. Basically, you're wondering, are you, like, what have you been doing all this time? You're wondering, are you on the right path? Because there is no clear paved way for you anymore. Because you used to think that these things that you have, the pillars of your life, you used to take them for granted, but not in a way that not in a way that you don't appreciate them, in a way that they are there. They are a part of your life. The same way you are you. The same way your family is your family, and your school is your school, and your city is your city. These things that you don't have to not take for granted to appreciate. You do appreciate them, but hey, they are essentials. And suddenly some of those essentials are gone, and now you're scared. Not even scared. You're uncertain. You're wondering, what's going to happen next? What's coming next? Where am I going? What am I doing? And it's this lost vessel that you are on, that's been being pushed out to sea, the sea of life, and you're just rowing. You're not sure what you're doing. You just have to keep going so that you don't sink or give up and just be at the mercy of the waves and the weather and the storms and the heat of the sun in this example. Now, before I go any further, if you're liking what you're hearing or this resonates with you, please consider sending it to someone who might benefit from its message. Because while I haven't been active, I'm trying to get back to it, and it is words of mouth referrals like this that really help to make the channel grow. And it tells me that I have people listening to me. And you can also hit the like button to support me in my mission on this channel. So why did I choose to say that the title of this video, this recording, is revival and not survival or transition? Because those also fit, honestly. The reason is, while you are in this situation, not all hope is lost. No, you still have a kindling within you. There's still this immortal flame inside your chest. And even though it seems like it's been dim for a while, and if you're listening on podcast, I'm using my hand to resemble a flame within your chest, and it's still there. It will not die. That's the good thing. No matter how hollow you feel. I love that I'm using Dark Souls analogy here. If you're someone who's played Dark Souls, you would kind of feel like, yeah, that makes sense. Anyway, this flame within you, it's still there. And as you are dealing with these hardships, and as you are dealing with the waves and the survival mode of going through life and having to pick up not the pace, you have to pick up the lacking in what's going on and take responsibility for things that earlier on were not your responsibility, but now you have to do it. You're the one who has to grow extra arms and carry more weight than you can, or rather carry more weight than you thought you could handle. As you're dealing with that, you realize that something within you is beckoning. It's telling you, hey, you're tired, you're hurt, this is painful, and you've grown numb. You still have this fire inside of you, this source of everything that you've ever felt, the source of passion and excitement and energy and life, the source of life within you. And as you are transitioning, or rather as you are dealing with everything that you're dealing with, this fire is reigniting. It's pulsing like a heart, and it keeps, I want to say, pushing blood into the heart, but it keeps wanting to rekindle you. I don't want to say like a phoenix rising back. I feel like that metaphor, even though I love it, it feels like it's overused, and I'm not going to use it this time. Maybe in the future I will. Anyway, you realize that, hey, you know what? I've been on survival mode for so long. It's time for this badass to come back. And when I say this badass, I mean you. You. If you're looking at me right now, I'm pointing at you. I'm telling you, you are this badass that this flame is pushing life back into. And as you do, it feels like your chest is becoming bigger. You know the Superman stance, the proud stance, and you realize, you know what? Even though things have been pushing me around all this time, I've grown stronger. These waves that have been hitting me for a while now, they have not been phasing me. But because I've been going with the motion for so long, I thought that I had to keep my head down and just go with it. Now, what does that mean in real life? It means that now you are capable, stronger. You have experience, and whatever is coming next as this fire within you is reignited and is filled with life, there's a revival. There's you back, strong, capable, ready. And even though for a long time you have been feeling hollow, life is being breathed. Life is being, wow, I just killed the moment there. I'll say it again. Now, even though for a while you've been hollow, now life is being brought back into you. And you are ready for what's coming next. Rather, what's coming next better be ready for you. I hope I provided you with some food for thoughts. Tell me, what do you think? Does this fit with your own experience? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're listening on podcast, please leave a 5-star review. Tell me your thoughts, your feelings. I read each and every one of you, and I appreciate your support. Thank you for listening, and I'll talk to you next time.